Hey there guys, it's like 3 in the morning right now, Saturday night. I'm gonna try to be quiet so I don't wake everyone up in the house, but I can't sleep. I cannot stop thinking about this Flowerhorn tank. I need to completely redo this tank, guys. So I was using this tank as a holding cell, essentially. These fish did not get along well with others, but I'm getting sick of looking at it because the divider's super ugly, the fish don't get along. Let's take out the divider and completely devote it to my Flowerhorn. He definitely doesn't deserve the space upgrade, but he's lucky his owner understands that he's a psychopath. So I was trying to think, what else could I do to this tank to make it pop? So I figured a black background. Some of you guys are probably like, hey dude, you should have did a white background. Hey man, I'm just doing what I'm vibing on. I'm just feeling this right now. So yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. I like the black background. It could use a good glass cleaning, but that is yet to come. So I want to plug in this hang on the back filter just because there's tons of crap in the water for moving around the gravel. And I don't use hang on the backs full time. I just use it to kind of clean up the water when I want. Hopefully that makes sense. What I do is I just run a 30 ppi sponge with hang on the backs on timers so that they run for about a half hour every single day. And it really helps clean the tanks. Some people are gonna be like, why not just run them full time? Because electricity, that's why. So the filter's been running for about a half hour and it's definitely clearing up the water. Boy, oh boy, do I gotta get in there though and clean that glass. Holy crap. With a black background, you can definitely see everything on the glass. And you are looking stunning. God, look at the coloration, that guy. And I can see that there's something on the glass. That appears that it might even be behind the glass, which is going to suck because this tank is against the wall completely. So I don't know, I might have to get like a chisel and tape something to the back of, I'm stressing it. All right, Chris, calm down and just enjoy your fish. Stop being so OCD. All right, let's clean some of this algae. If you're wondering what kind of gravel I have in this tank, it's a mixture between black gravel and white gravel. Well, it's either white gravel or crushed coral, one or the other. And if you want my honest opinion, I would probably just rather have black gravel in here right now, but it's already in the tank and I'm pretty lazy. So guys, I got an idea. Let's see if this bloodthirsty killer will accept some omega-1 pellet food. Drop it in here, and it appears the bloodthirsty killer does eat and consume food other than blood. But yeah, I'm a little worried about this gravel in this tank. I know Flowerhorns shouldn't have gravel probably in the best case scenario because it gets lodged. Blah, 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 blah. Let's clean the front of the tank. And yes, we're using Windex. Just be really careful with it. I'll even give it a little spritz here to prove to you. Yes, just be very careful. If you get it in your water though, your fish will die. So the filter's been running for about an hour now and it's clearing up the water column pretty well. I'm happy with how this is turning out. I threw a towel on top of the light just to help with some reflections. You know, I was thinking though, this tank setup is probably like the most ideal Flowerhorn fish tank setup you could have. Tank size minimum 55 gallons. This is a 75, so it gives them even more room than a 55-gallon tank. It has good filtration. Maybe it shouldn't have the gravel. That's really up to you. A lot of people would argue that they're fine with gravel. I think they are, but they are prone to have some issues with their mouths and getting gravel like engulfed in it. I will also be throwing a heater back in here because Flowerhorns like a warmer temperature. The water temp in the fish office here is around 80, but I think it could be warmer for a Flowerhorn because they do appreciate that little bit of an extra heat. Well guys, this is about an hour of this filter running. I also made the decision that I wanted to remove all floating plants just because they look kind of funny in there, even though it was kind of fun to watch him pick at them. I also decided to fix up some of the air lines because they looked kind of crappy. One of them was a color clear and the other one was a black color, and just cleaning up as much as I can to make this tank look as best as possible. All right, so it's like 6 in the morning now and still nobody is awake. I'm the crazy fish weirdo in the basement revamping his Flowerhorn tank. So this is the ultimate Flowerhorn setup. Let's take a look. I had a lot of fun revamping this Flowerhorn tank, and I think he's going to like it too. One thing I would change right away is that sponge filter. I would like to see 2 of the same sponge filters in that tank. But as you can see, I've cleaned all the algae, I've got rid of the divider, I tidied up all the loose ends, and now I'm going to concentrate on his diet and grooming him, but I'm pretty happy by this. My super red dragon Flowerhorn and his tank setup is super ideal now. I may or may not add some more black gravel to this setup just because I'm kind of craving more of a black on black look, so his colors just really explode. I'm also hoping that I don't have too many algae issues with that bright of light on there with no plants. But guys, let me know in the comment section how you think this Flowerhorn tank setup went.